What's up, y'all? We got a banger from Men Only. Let's get straight into it.
All right, I have a question, and this one's for the boys.
Shoot.
Ladies, feel free to hang out in the comments and get an education right alongside. This is for the men who say, pick better, who tell us to pick better. How? How do we do that? When women speak on women's issues and femicide and domestic violence, there's always got to be at least one of you who's got to jump on in and say, well, you should have picked better, or you're the one who opened your legs. Granted, you got me. But to tell me to pick better and...
Look like that crack pipe got you, honey.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
To be honest, some top teeth looking a little sussy.
Instead of telling him to do better, it's confusing. It's confusing. How am I supposed to know the difference between good guys like you, of course, and the ones who are beaters and cheaters? The cheaters get backed up by their buddies, and the beaters get backed up by the legal system. So what's a girl to do? How are we supposed to know? All of you say, I'd never put
I love it. It's just so allergic to accountability.
Stupid.
Don't let these men blow your back out, bust inside of you, and have their kid unless you are married to them. How hard is that to understand?
Hands on a woman, and we know that that's at least not true half the time, if not most of the time. So how are we supposed to tell? Mansplain it harder to me, Daddy.
It's always about blaming others.
It's the lack of accountability. And a lot of times, we covered this on a previous episode months ago. It's like the amount of DV that goes down, domestic violence. Like, yeah, men hit women, but women hit men a lot too. But we just don't report it because, you know, who's going to report that? They're going to be like, just toughen up, buddy. Ladies, stop letting these guys bust inside of you and you're not married to them. How hard is that to understand? Oh, shit! It's really not that hard to understand. You need to be held accountable. Life is a mirror, not a window. Where you're at right now is a culmination of all the decisions you've ever made to get to this point right here in time. So if you're unhappy with where your life is, you need to go, who's the common denominator? More than likely, it's you. You made those decisions, therefore you are in that place now. There's nobody else to blame. Don't, you feel like you don't know how to pick? Get with a woman that's married and figure out how she vetted her husband and found a good man. But I'm telling you right now, how you find a man, you really got to understand, you don't find your husband at the club. You don't find your husband at the bar. So wherever you find your man, same thing wherever you find your woman, you got to understand that there's going to be a foundation set from wherever you found them, right? So if you're finding them in a place where party goers would go, people that are degenerates would go, you have to understand in your heart of hearts that more than likely that's the person they are. It's just like you're an adult. Come on.
For them. The dating world is not going to change until women start taking responsibility for their part in it.
What man is going to look at that and say, you know what? I do need to pay her bills. Ladies, this is what you should ask yourself before you ask your man, that man, because he ain't yours yet. Ask yourself, what am I bringing to him to ease or make his life better?
Oh, preach.
Mm-hmm. That's what value is.
Because that's all men want. We want peace and quiet. We want our nuts empty and our stomachs full. Let me know in the comments, what 3 things would you want from a woman to be happy? That's it. That's all we want. It's really that simple.
You can't answer that question. You don't deserve anything yet. What has that man said in the way that you bring him value? If it's only, let me take you to dinner, let me take you to eat, let me do, why does he want to keep serving you if there's no service back? It is the law of reciprocity. What can you do to support that man? And that is the problem with these modern day women. It is all I, me, take. Mm-hmm. You got to be careful who you give to because takers don't know when to stop.
Okay. Preach, sister.
Tired.
Preach.
These people they're ruining this generation. It's literally ruining the generation.
It's brain rot.
And then little girls are glamorizing and fetishizing.
I mean, they got Sexy Red as a role model, girl.
Oh.
She is a real woman in
having multiple baby daddies, being ran through like the Boston Marathon.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
That's what they want. That's what they idolize. Being promiscuous, having a man pay for your bills. It's just modern day prosy right there. That's what they want. That's what they really, really want. Now tell me what you want, what you really want. Let me stop there.
And I'm single against my will, so hello.
No. It's probably the universe is telling you need to be single, honey. It's not against your will. Nobody's holding your hand behind your back for you to be single.
I didn't think I'd be here again, but here we are. So I
Shocker.
just want to say I really appreciate the really, really kind comments and DMs about the situation.
Okay, this sucks.
It means a lot.
Doesn't mean anything to her.
I've really just been taking it an hour at a time at this point. He wished me happy birthday on my birthday. We went back and forth a couple of times. I said, you know, I'd love, you know, thanks for the birthday wishes. I'd love to see you when you're back, because that's the truth. Like, my feelings didn't just shut off. I'm someone who, like, I want to have a face-to-face conversation. That's just it.
Right.
So I said, I'd love to see you when you're back. Asked if
He'd
he
love
wanted
to see your back.
go for a walk this weekend, which we would normally do with Harry anyway, and nothing. So I'm just,
You're getting ghosted.
I'm just processing.
Keep processing it.
It's shocking. It's very out of character for this person. I don't hate them because I think he's wonderful, and I think whatever he's going through, like, it makes me sad that I can't be there for him, or we can't talk through it, but this is just what's in front of me, so I just have to work through the emotions. So it's been a lot of crying.
Get on TikTok.
A
Complain
lot
about
of
it.
writing.
There you go, journal
a
it.
lot of this sort of thing. It's very cathartic to do this. And, you know, I'm just sorry that so many people could relate to this, because it's just, you have to communicate. You have to communicate. I mean, conflict.
Talking about communication, but yet just talking to a phone.
Stupid.
Where's the communication in that? The DMs? The people in your comments? Stop it.
is inevitable. I mean, I'm not talking about like toxicity and abusive situations. That's not okay.
Of course. Always go to that.
But
It's a safety
conflict
blanket.
is normal and healthy. And it's just sort of a function of taking two people who have two totally different upbringings and experiences and everything. You put them together, there's going to be conflict. To think that there's not is just, I don't know, delusional. And maybe that's the solution. I don't know. But conflict is inevitable. You have to be able to communicate. It's really unfortunate and disappointing that this person just refuses to do so, and I just have to take that. And
No, he's communicating. He's telling you that you ain't worth it. The juice ain't worth the squeeze. That's what he's saying.
move forward. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying to stay busy, exercise, spend time with friends.
Cry on TikTok.
Cry when I want to cry.
Cry on TikTok.
Harry's been wonderful. He's my little angel. I'm going to New York this weekend. I'm going to the Toast live show. I'm very
What?
excited. I'm staying in my old neighborhood. It's my happy place, and I just can't wait to just walk around, eat good
frolic.
food, have a little bit of just change of scenery and some solitude will be really nice. Here, I feel like I'm constantly looking over my shoulder. Like, I don't know if I'm going to run into him. So it'll be nice to just have a couple days to myself. So
Wow.
I'm really excited about that. But
She's so strong.
anyway, I wish I had like a better update, but I don't. And
You should end
we'll
the
just
video.
have to...
When do you get to the part where you get to the point? When does that happen? Begin with the end in mind, guys, when you're telling a story.
You know, I'm navigating this the best I can. So
Keep rambling.
yeah. But thanks to everyone for like being so kind and in the comments and everything.
Absolutely. This double standard in dating is frustrating for men.
Goodness.
Women ghost men. use
This
them as-
woman is 36 years old, acting like a middle school teenager. Well, he's ghosted me, and he won't talk to me anymore, and I'm just wondering, like, was it me or was it him? You're grown. What are you talking about?
negative stereotypes.
Good Lord.
I'm actually fully fucking sick of men in their mid-20s, late 20s, even early 30s.
Just say every man at this point. I'm sick of every man in his 20s, his 30s, his 40s, his 50s, his 60s, his 70s, his 80s. Oh, yeah, and buck them kids, too. Just say it, honey. You hate all men. We can tell by the little pink bob cut looking like a highlighter
Shots fired! Shots fired!
that you hate all men. Trust me. We see this from a mile away. You're like a poisonous frog in the Amazon. We get it.
Messaging me, asking me to come round to your house. I don't know you, bro.
But you're a come round
if
kinda
you
girl.
just had said, hey, would you want to catch up for a drink? I'll most likely go home with you, if the vibes are good, of course. You act like I'm
She's a runner, she's a track star.
asking you for a fucking goose that shits fucking gold eggs.
Language.
I'm really not. It's fucking easy. Hey, would you like to go get a drink? But instead, in your head, it's like, hey, I know I'm a random fucking stranger and you've just seen a photo of me. Want to come around?
Honey, you're not drink material. You're come round material.
No, dude. No, I don't want to come around.
Absolutely. Welcome to the new era of dating, ladies.
That's what I'm saying. You're not go out for drinks kind of gal. You're a come round kind of gal. You're the hit and quit, the smush and push of the Caucasian variety there. We've seen this many. Oh my Lord, have mercy. What is this? Got a freaking tree branch on her neck.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
I'm sorry, but do you guys find this attractive? Let me know in the comments. Do you guys find, like... I'm just so confused. Like, you got your neck tatted, and this arm's not tatted. Like, ladies, we don't like this. Who told y'all that we like this stuff? Let me know in the comments. Do you like girls with neck tats and freaking vines and branches on their collarbones? Like, is this something you guys like? Personally, I hate it.
I just saw a video, and I'm going to be really vague about it because I don't want to hurt the specific person's feelings, but I do want to make a bunch of people aware. Saw a video, a girl has been on several dates and keeps getting ghosted or left at the place that she's at, or just completely, like, they'll show up, she'll see them, and then they walk away. This girl...
That means you're beat.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
Newsflash, ladies, if a guy's doing that to you, you're beat. Beat up from the feet up.
Oh, shit!
Is a big girl. That's just, it's just the truth.
Wait a minute, did you say a...
Big back, big back, big back, big back.
Girl. And the way she's going about the videos is that she's talking about these men not being good because she's dating in 2024 and 2024 dating is so, and she's being sarcastic and she's like, this is so much fun because, like, getting ghosted for a bunch of times in a row isn't ideal, and she's like blaming it on like 2024 dating because that's all everyone's posting about is like how dating sucks in 2024. But a harsh like shit show reality is that if you are searching for someone to love you while you are in a stage of your life where you don't feel much love for yourself, hence like taking care of yourself, losing weight, trying to be
This is why I say, if you got to love yourself before you love anybody else, man. You got to love yourself first, because if you don't love yourself, nobody else is going to give you that intrinsic validation to love yourself. So I smell what she's stepping in.
Here, you are only going to be searching for people and finding people for the purpose of getting validation from them and trying to see that they love you so that you can love yourself. Like, it gives your searching for that love through them.
Yep.
And that's a lot of pressure to put on somebody. It's a lot of pressure to put on 2024 dating as a whole.
Well, because the thing is, it's like, if you don't love yourself, what is somebody else loving? You have to love yourself. Fall in love with yourself, be your own person, love who you are, and then somebody can love that person. But when you're constantly seeking validation, you're always going to feel like you're left coming up a little bit short. So yeah, I agree with this point.
The harsh reality is that if you don't start to do something to help yourself and make yourself feel proud of yourself, and even if it's just working towards it and dating while you work towards it, you won't be successful in finding someone who loves you for you, and you won't be loving them for them because you'll be only loving them.
All right, honey, get to the point. I'd love to hear the part of the story where you get to the point. Rainforest neck over here. Everybody give it up. Goodness gracious. I mean, she had a good point, but goodness, she skated around it like she was at a skating rink. Let's get to the next chick.
Self and to the men you're trying to connect with.
Men to realize that it's an entirely different thing when women come on this app and vocalizes the experiences that other men have put them through. I just had a homeboy tell me that I'm part of the problem and I'm ignorant because I come on this app and I made a video like men are selfish. Men tend to be unempathetic. And don't get me wrong, I understand there are women.
The issue on this app is because some people think their feelings are more valid than others. And in this take of hers, I believe she is saying that since men have always oppressed women, that women's feelings should be taken into account more. I'm sorry, that's where your issue lies, because in reality, men in the past were not allowed to express themselves the way they are today. And even when men do express themselves, a lot of you don't want to hear them out because you're too worried about your own feelings. And now you have a tug of war of whose feelings are more valid, when in reality, both feelings of both genders are equally as important. Don't get me wrong, I still understand the fact that women in 2024 are still battling what they can or can't do with their body. I do believe if you ask the average person walking down the street, they're gonna say, I don't care. So then once again, we have that 1%, in America at least, that holds a lot of power, making decisions that is representing all men, when all men don't even think the exact same way. And in reality, if you ask a man what a woman should do with their body, I believe most would say, let her do what she wants.
She should have said her type
I agree. Your body, your choice, whatever you want to do. As long as you can live with the decisions that you've made, cool, do your thing. You want to be pro-life, pro-choice, that's the way I see it. Because it's your own morality, it's your own ethics at the end of the day that you're going to have to live with. You know, no matter if you have a family, have a relationship, somebody that you live with, when you go to bed at night, it's just you inside of that little head. You have to be able to live and come to terms with all the decisions that you've made and be able to face your own karma. So I can agree with that take. But the thing is, I don't think men have changed that much. Let me know in the comments. Do you think men have changed more over the years in the dating market, or women have changed more? Personally, I think women have changed more, and here's why. I think social media, pop culture, talk shows, and music have changed the way women think and have changed the hierarchy of what women think the ideal woman should be. What I mean by that is, back in the day, women were traditional. They understood that, man, having a family, having a husband, having kids, having the white picket fence, having the Cadillac in the front, the candy-painted Chevy, you know, having the nice house, your husband goes to work, he comes home, the kids are taken care of, the food's on the table. That used to be the ideal archetype of a woman. Now it's like sexy red.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
And like being able to get up on stage, and there's so many single moms nowadays that are like, where are the alpha men at that are going to take care of all the... I'm just a single mom. Where are all the alpha men that are going to take care of my kid? Well, you should have married Tyrone, or you should have married Chad. Simple as that. Like, we're not going to take care of your kids. Real men are avoiding you like the plague. It's as simple as that. So I think women have changed way more over the dating market. And then also, comparison is the thief of joy. These women go out, they look at these, I guess, idols of music, fashion, movies, and they think, oh, I want to be that. I want to be a boss babe, independent girl. Independent from what? Independent from a man. Because you don't want to be dependent upon us. But then once the wall hits, you're like, man, this independent stuff sucks. I thought I was Will Smith for a second in Independence Day, but actually, I want to be Independence Day. I don't want to be an Independence Day. I need a man, because being a feminist and being alone is very expensive. And we've already seen a lot of these ladies on TikTok, they hate working. They hate going to a job. And they also don't like furthering themselves in a career. They just like want to work the easy office job, make the easy money. I'm not saying all women, but most women that we see on these videos, that's what they want. They want the cush job, get paid a lot, don't do a lot of work, and then get to go out and have all the fun. And then when they go home, they're alone, and it's their little yapper of a dog, and they're like, where are all the good men at? Where you got so much mileage, it looks like your uncle was a NASCAR racer. It's as simple as that.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
So my whole thing is ladies, men haven't changed. We're the same as we were 60 years ago. We just want a chill woman, possibly a virgin. That'd be great. But it seems like nowadays you just got to look for a sub 10 body count, right? A girl that still has pair bonding, doesn't have pink, yellow, or green hair, doesn't have the bull nose ring piercing in their face. And we want a woman that can get on our program, that's fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive, no kids, quaint, uplifting, elegant, empathetic, and natural and nurturing. That's what we want. It's really not that hard. We've told you for years what we want, and you're still not listening. That's why we're going our way. That's why a lot of you guys in the comments are like, bro, I'm doing my own thing. I'm happier than ever. And I applaud you guys. I really do. I love being in a relationship, but I feel like I got lucky. Like, Cass is super based. Like, she sees all this stuff and she's like, these women are absolutely batshit crazy. They are nuts. She's like, she's more like a guy in the regard. She's like, I want to stay home. I want to cook and clean. I want to vacuum while you're at work. She's like, I don't want to go make the money. That's for the birds. That stuff is whack. I don't want to go make money. I just want to chill at the house and be pretty. I'm like, yes, that's exactly what I want you to do. Man, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to cop the ebook. Follow me on Rumble as well. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.